morning, Mr. Cooper.
Good morning, Dr. Silver.
I understand that you are here on a referral from your primary physician to explore some of the mind-body interventions.
Yes, my doctor had suggested that I come see you as part of other alternative medications.
Mm-hmm. And what is the basic problem that you would like to treat with this kind of therapy?
I have problems with my lower back and here on the buttock and into my thigh.
All right. And have you had any experience with mind-body therapists in the past?
None at all.
Or with relaxation?
No.
Do you have any sense of what hypnosis is?
It's something that has to do, I think, with focusing on a pendulum and having suggestions or post-hypnotic suggestions made by the hypnotist.
Have you ever been hypnotized?
No.
So this would be your first time?
Yes.
All right. Now, before we actually begin into the induction today, there are two major sets of information that I need. And one of them relates to the story about your back discomfort. And the second one relates to what is going on with you at the present time in terms of your emotions and attitudes and feelings. So I would like to start with the, you're telling me about your story, if that's all right with you.
Certainly.
Do you recall about how old were you when all this happened?
I was 22.
And what was happening at the time that you experienced the back discomfort?
I had just flunked out of OCS.
As this happened, do you recall what happened 1 minute before you experienced the back pain?
Yes. I was disappointed and I felt I had disappointed my parents.
What did you do about your back pain? How was it treated?
I went to sick call and the doctors examined me and they said that I obviously had picked up something heavy, but they didn't do anything for me. They didn't help me at all.
How frequently do you get this type of pain throughout your lifetime? How often would you say this happens?
Whenever I experience either disappointment or frustration.
All right. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Cooper, is to ask you some questions about your feelings and emotions. And
right.
I would like for you to rate them, whether it is something that you're not experiencing at all, something that you just kind of experience in some, or maybe moderately to some degree, or very intensely. At this time, how aggravated would you say you feel?
Very aggravated.
Very aggravated.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and mark that. How about anger? Are you experiencing any anger?
Very angry, yes.
All right, the next part of this, Mr. Cooper, I need to get a rating on what your pain is like right now. And we use a scale that is from 1 to 10. So like number 1 is no pain at all, and then number 10 would be very painful. Where would you rate your pain, your low back pain right now?
I'd say maybe a 5 or 6.
A 5 or 6?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cooper, are you ready for the induction?
Yes, yes indeed.
All right. Now, in hypnosis, because there is a script for what we use to guide patients in, I will be reading from a script. But before I do that, let me tell you what is going to happen as we go through the induction.
All right.
Okay, are you ready now?
Yes.
All right. So, sit in a comfortable position and be sure that your legs are flat on the floor and your back is well supported with the rest of the chair. And rub the palms of your hands together very briskly so that as you separate them, you can feel a little bit of warmth and maybe even an attracting force to each other. Now, as you do that, and during this time, it's all right to keep your eyes open. During this time, allow your hands to decide whether they want to stay opposite to each other the way that you have them right now, or whether you want to place them in another position.
They're more comfortable.
They're comfortable like this.
This way, yes.
Okay, yeah. You may want to bring your hands, like that. Now, if at any time during the exercise your hands decide that they want to do something different, that's perfectly all right. And remember, it is your unconscious mind that is doing the work.
Oh, all right.
So that your hands are the instrument that is measuring the degree of resolution that is going on through your mind. And as you begin to think the conflict that you came here to work with, you might think of the conflict as a polarity, because problems are often expressed as conflicts between the polarities of human experiences, such as approach and avoidance, love and hate, strength and weakness, male and female, elation and depression, patience and impatience. And as you are thinking about these different kinds of polarities, you can begin to move those hands. And as you begin by letting your mind sort through the problem, this conflict that you are going to resolve as you listen, and think about the two sides and which hand would have which name, such as one hand may be named love and the other one may be love-hate. If the particular conflict that you're about to resolve is different from love and hate, then you want to pick some other names for those hands. And you can go on now ahead and make the decision which name you will want to give each of your two hands. And at this point, now that you have named these hands, you can begin to let your focus on your hands, though your eyes may be closed. What you are experiencing is just a very pleasant sense of relaxation, a very pleasant inward focus. And it may seem that nothing is going on, and yet there is a lot going on, as you can tell from the sensations going on in your hands. Important step to take. And your hands may either, you may experience a slight movement, you may experience a sensation in one of the hands, you may experience that the hands tend to move toward each other, or you may experience that your hands tend to separate from each other. And now you may find that you have spent as much time as you want on this particular problem, and may find that you are just about the place to go back and look at all the work you have done and come to some conclusions of the work, even though there are some particular pieces of this work that you will continue to do as you go on through your activities. And it may be that some of this work will happen in your dreams. Come back fully awake, very relaxed, refreshed, and energized, and with full awareness of the process. And when you're ready, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you may open your eyes at your own time. Come back into the room. They came pretty close together, didn't they?
Almost.
Almost. Yes. All right. How do you feel right now?
Feel real rested.
Very rested and relaxed.
Yes.
All right. So you will have an opportunity to be in touch with this exercise as you reflect on what has happened for you here, and make a decision on the treatment plan that I have recommended for you. And all you need to do is give us a call.
All right. Thank you
Okay?
very much.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Cooper,
Thank
for being here.